Bagels have been around for over 400 years, and it's such an important part of our culture that we have an entire day dedicated to bagels. Today, National Bagel Day. And to celebrate, I'm here at Bialy's Bagels in University Heights, and I've been coming to this bagel shop since I was a kid because they have some of the freshest and most delicious bagels in all of Cleveland. And we're out here at the crack of dawn because if you really want to see how these bagels are made, you have to be here when they're making them. And that's what we're going to do today on Cleve It to Us.
Before you bake out, you got to pull out before you bake out. You got to pull out before you bake out. That's how you make the bagel right.
Thanks for tuning in to Cleve It to Us. I'm at Bialy's Bagels, like I said, in University Heights, Ohio. And I'm so excited to be here. As soon as you walk in, you smell it. And it's bringing back all the memories from my childhood. And it's owned by Sarah and Rachel Gross from University Heights here. And it's a family affair. So naturally, the show today is a family affair, and here's Sarah and Rachel and Miley. A lot of you don't know this, but Miley's normally behind the camera.
And now I'm in front of the camera.
We're so excited to have you here. Thanks so much for coming.
We're excited to be here. So, like I said, the smells just hit you right away, and I'm hoping that today we get to make some bagels.
I'm gonna go help them behind the counter, you guys.
Okay. There's a lot going on because, I mean, everybody wants their bagels. This is some of the best bagels that you're going to find anywhere around Cleveland.
And we're gonna show you the entire process.
Hey, what do bagels and golf have in common?
They both have a hole-in-one.
Yes! I just came up with that. Let's go make some bagels.
Okay. So we are getting ready to take what we call a water dough out of the mixing bowl.
Okay.
It is 150 pounds of flour plus another 79 pounds of water. So it's a big dough, and this is what makes most of our bagels. So this is gonna be our plain poppy, sesame, onion, garlic, salt, mishmash, did I say that one already? Asiago, smoked sea salt, rosemary. So
Nice.
This is like the foundation of Bialy's. I'm gonna start with 50 pounds of flour. Unlike this big batch of dough.
She picks the 50-pound bag of flour up like it's nothing, like it's an infant.
And then I'm gonna do a little bit of salt.
She's gonna put a little bit of cinnamon in it. Cinnamon in a minute.
Cinnamon.
In a minute, she's gonna put some cinnamon in it.
To pump it up.
I'm telling you. She understood the assignment.
I measure some ingredients, others I don't. Most importantly, going in last is the yeast. And then this cool device is our water. So I'm gonna set how many pounds of water I want going into the dough and fire up the mixer. We have cinnamon raisin, cranberry, blueberry, wheat, rye, pumpernickel, egg, half and half. So I guess that's 9 doughs that we make all together. The water dough that gets us all the seeded stuff, and then the 8 other specialty flavors. It mixed in the mixer for about 12 minutes. Just 15 minutes ago, it was a pile of flour, yeast, and salt, and now we have a dough. So we're getting ready, or we're taking it out of the bowl here, and we're getting ready to run it through our forming line. So we have a divider that's gonna cut it into portions, and then formers that are gonna shape it into bagels, and then we'll put them onto the proofing boards and let them sit on the floor for a little bit, and then they'll go into the cooler to rest. So here Lamar goes. He's gonna take a slice of dough and just run it piece by piece. As he gets in further on the dough, the pieces will become bigger. And it's just gonna go through the top here. And as it goes into that machine, it's gonna pass through 2 knives. There's 2 rotating knives that will cut the bagels into their portion. If you really know what you're doing, you pick up 4 at a time. And we're gonna fit 35 bagels on this board. And the placement of the bagel is important.
So that you can fit all 35?
So that we can fit all 35.
Sure.
And so that the baker knows that there's 35 on here. And Larry is the expert at knowing how many, he can always just look right at it and go, nope, you need 2 more. Wow. Where I'm sitting here counting how many I have. Larry's been working here for 26 years.
That's as long as I've been alive.
Yeah.
That's why he's worked here for so long. He doesn't wait for them to hit the shelf. As soon as they come out of the oven, he cracks them open and eats them. He gets the freshest bagels in Cleveland. That's why he works here.
What do the signs say of hot bagels?
Well, they don't get hotter than the ones that you get.
I'm gonna let Grammy jump in here and try his hand.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited about this. Okay, so I have to grab 4 at a time?
If you start with 2, that's okay, because that's a little bit easier. And so it's 5 across and 7 up.
5 across, so I already messed. There we go.
Yep.
Look at that. 1 more, all right.
And then Larry's gonna grab the board, put it on the rack, and then if you're on this side, it's also your job to
We're
spread
losing
the
bagels
cornmeal
over the edge.
No, that's okay. There's a bus tub catching them.
Oh, see, now I'm getting the hang of it. I'm so quick that there's not enough bagels left.
Yeah. It happens really fast. And if you don't do it fast enough, the dough will go bad on you.
And there's hungry people out there waiting for bagels.
And there's hungry people waiting out there for bagels. So this dough that we're making today we'll use tomorrow.
Okay.
Actually, technically tonight. And that is a wrap on dough number 1.
All right.
So now we're gonna put a rack cover on it. It's very physically demanding, maybe probably more than I realized.
Okay.
But it is so rewarding, and we just have the most awesome, loyal customer base.
So I've been coming here since I was a kid. When I was in middle school, I went to Wialy Middle School.
Yeah.
It's not even there anymore. The building's there, but it's
building's
not
there.
Wialy.
Yeah.
And I'd walk home from school, and I'd pass Bialy. So I'd come inside and get an egg bagel, or do you remember that? I'd get an egg bagel. Justin just nodded. He's like, yeah, I remember those. And one of the things of cream cheese. And I would bite the bagel, dip it in as I was walking the rest of the way home.
So a lot of people think that Bialy's is a family name.
It is, just not that family.
But it's not. It's another type of bread that's similar to a bagel.
Hey, you don't know Joey Bialy?
Never met him a day in my life.
He invented the donut. His wife walked into the pizza shop and stepped in the dough. Yeah. Joey Bialy's wife. Okay, so these just came out. These are the freshest bagels. These are fresher than anybody's gonna get because we get behind the scenes access.
Yeah.
And look at this. This is, like I said, just like a New York bagel. I tried to be cool. I tried to be really cool right now and show you.
Tolerance for it is a little bit better.
There we go, there we go. We tried to do a really cool shot by eating the freshest bagels as they came out of the oven. And now I have 3rd-degree burns.
And there's a entire mess everywhere.
Well, that's why we're doing it back here. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And it's so fresh.
It's so fresh.
And these were, so we got to see this from start to finish. Fresh out of the oven. This bagel is scalding hot. It's okay. We're digging it because we got to see this bagel start out as flour. Nobody's gonna get a fresher bagel than this in all of Cleveland.
The customers definitely do come in every day. The first question they ask is, what's hot?
What's hot? Mishmash is Yiddish for everything.
Yeah, so our mishmash, which is most everything bagels, is poppy, sesame, onion, garlic, and salt.
Hand me this. I want to show you, like I said, we made this a family affair today. He doesn't want to be on camera. But that's my brother, and he's running the rig today.
So before Sarah and I bought Bialy's, we were trying to open our own bagel store, and we were going to call it Buster's Bagels in honor of our late brother. That was his childhood nickname from our grandmother. And so we knew that when we took over Bialy's, changing the name was not an option. It wasn't an option for the previous owners, and it wasn't an option for us. So we found a way to incorporate our brother through our coffee, and we call it Buster's Brew.
I love it. And what a cute picture of Buster.
Isn't that a great picture?
Look at that. And that's the original picture that was used to create the design.
Correct.
Oh, I love it.
Before you fake out, you got to pull out before you fake out. You got to pull out before you fake out.
Instead of just regular B-roll, today B-roll stands for bagel, which is a roll with a hole. I'm very well rounded with my jokes today.
You've been at work since 4 a.m. Who the heck needs a bagel this early in the morning? Why can't people just go to when it's supposed to slow kick break? You got to pull out before you fake out. You got to pull out before you fake out. You got to pull out before you fake out. That's how you make the bagel right.
Remember, the next time you want to know what to do, where to go, and what to see, check out the show and cleave it to us.
There's safety features. We're not going to get locked in.
Our old cooler, the old cooler before we replaced it, did not have an exit.
That's why Joey Bialy changed his name, because somebody got found laying dead in the freezer.
You can see all of the air
Wow.
and the coldness just coming.
We do. We
Riley
have lots
doesn't know
of
what to
dance.
do with herself.
We
She's
have
so excited about the bagels.
lots of dance parties at Bialy's. I think I can. No, I know I cannot sing, but that does not stop me from
It doesn't
singing
stop
at
me
the
either.
top of my lungs in here.